Hey kids, you know it's a weird phenomenon? Besides like, John Travolta? The knockoff, aka a copy of something that sells for less than the original or is just generally less good. We know knockoffs on this channel because I review a lot of films, and a lot of films are knockoffs of other films. And we have covered a few of them, but there are so many more. Movies like Transmorphers, The Land That Time Forgot, Chopstick Panda, I think, is it Dropkick Panda or Chopstick Panda? Chopkick. Chopkick Panda, The Amazing Bulk.
It's not what it looks like.
What the hell is that?
Well, it ain't Barney the Purple Dinosaur.
That one got me. But a knockoff can really be anything, not just a film. Knockoff products, knockoff songs, people. But did you know that knockoffs can even be social media platforms? I bet you did, because everybody and their mom has heard about Threads, which is basically Meta's less good version of Twitter, or X. Facebook is now Meta, Twitter is now X, Threads is Meta's version of X. Got it? Get it? Good, great, grand, wonderful.
No yelling on the bus. No yelling on the bus.
Friends, we have to explore this, okay? We need to go dumpster diving and understand why exactly Threads is already facing early burnout so shortly after its launch, especially considering the fact that the launch was quite successful in the beginning. According to this LA Times article, in a Thread post, Meta chief executive Mark Zuckerberg said that Threads gained 10 million users in 7 hours, and by Thursday morning it had 30 million. Dang. But oh, how the turntables fail. Because Threads is failing pretty hard, like worse than Lululemon's Astro Pants. Remember those? It's failing worse than Google Glass, or Burger King's Satis Fries, or Tyra Banks's music career.
Oh.
That was really mean. How dare you guys laugh at something like that? Wow. Anyway, I want to explore exactly why Threads seems to already be flopping. I want to talk about its privacy concerns, the fact that it kind of holds its users hostage, and its overall suckiness, which we will do after a short break. Don't touch that dial. Hey kids. We're back.
Hey everyone.
And yes, it's a different setting because it's several weeks later. But anyway, we're back. Back to talking about good old Mark Zuckerberg and his goofy idea / personality.
You're just staring at me.
Is that a question?
Yeah.
We were warned that he can be awkward.
So again, friends, as we talked about in the beginning of the video, Threads was off to a super good start, but time spent on the app declined by something insane, like 60% in a matter of a few days or something. And as soon as I read that, I was like, wait a minute. That's literally what I did. I signed up via Instagram, which was super easy. A few clicks and I was there. I was ready. I was threading. I also liked that I got to keep my Instagram following. I know that sounds lame and influencer-y, but I thought that was a cool feature. And I'm pretty sure I threaded one time and then completely and utterly forgot about it. Why? I actually don't know. I didn't dislike it or anything at that moment. It was out of sight, out of mind. I never saw any notifications come through or anything, right? It's not about Mark Zuckerberg. Like, it's not personal to Zuck. Definitely had nothing to do with this.
Meat like a brisket. I got ribs in there. Brisket and the rib. Finishing off this brisket. Brisket and rib. Brisket and ribs. Brisket and ribs. Ribs and the brisket. Brisket and rib. Brisket and some ribs. Then we got a brisket. Smoked meat. Smoking meat. Smoking these meat. Smoking meat. Smoking these meat. Smoking meat. Smoke a brisket. Brisket and ribs, I hope.
I think the thing that annoys me about Threads is the same thing that annoys me about any new platform, which is I feel like all these social media platforms just want to be exactly like each other. I can't keep up with all of it. Like, everybody now wants these vertical short form videos because they want to be like TikTok. But TikTok wants creators to make longer videos because they want to be like YouTube. Instagram completely copied Snapchat with the story feature. Do you remember that? Snapchat used to be the only place you had stories. And now Meta wants to copy Twitter /X, and it's just too much, Janet, because I feel like it keeps any of these platforms from actually innovating and doing something cool and new and unique, and it keeps them from improving anything. Speaking of not improving or innovating, it's looking like Threads just generally isn't good. I don't want to say that in a way that makes you think that's my opinion, because I didn't use it enough to feel this way, but this is just the general feedback. It's missing a lot of basic features, okay? So first things first, it's missing a direct message feature. so you can't message each other. Users don't really have control over what they consume on the app because there's no For You tab. Update, there's now a For You tab. Or recommended tab or discover tab, whatever they would call it. The algorithm is just weird. So instead of having this like personalized For You feed, you know, of things that you are likely interested in, you just are forced to look at whatever is the most popular at the time, which sucks. Because here's the kicker, what's popular on Threads is actually just what's popular on Instagram because they're linked. So instead of like, think about this, whatever is popular on Instagram is what is pushed on Threads, meaning Instagram influencers who are taking selfies. Does that make sense? On Twitter, there's all of these like journalists and authors and all of these really like well-spoken people who spout things off on Twitter that are like 12 paragraphs long and are so interesting. Whereas Threads is just going to show you the coolest influencers' mirror selfies. It's not good, Zuck. It's not good. Almost as not good as the metaverse. Raise your hand if you want me to do a video about the metaverse because I have so much to say about Horizon Worlds in particular. Let me know. Anyway, okay, hold the phone. Literally hold it. I just pulled up Threads and now my feed seems to be 100% only people I follow and nothing new. So forget every single thing I just said, I guess. But see, now it just kind of seems like it went from one extreme to the other. Like, where's all of the recommended stuff so that I can discover new peeps? I hope you guys know, when I say discover new peeps, I mean literally like new marshmallow duck candies. I don't mean people.
You know those marshmallow peeps?
To be fair, I actually have this exact same issue on TikTok. About half the time, my For You page that's supposed to be all of this new recommended stuff for new people to follow, half the time is only people that I'm already following. So my For You page and my following page show me the same people and I have to actively search for new creators. Other update, my For You on my Threads app is doing the exact same thing. I already follow the dodo. So Threads is certainly not alone in this weird glitchy algorithm thing, but if you want people to jump ship from one app to the other, you should offer something better. You know, better than what they already have. Imagine you're in the market for a new Tesla. If we're keeping with the Elon Musk theme here. Imagine you're in the market for a new Tesla, and the car salesman's like, hey, you know what I can show you for the price of a Tesla? A 1971 Ford Pinto that clunks and falls apart every 2 miles. I actually stole that line from a video that me and my sister made when we were kids.
I'm not riding there in that piece of crap Ford that clunks and falls apart every 2 miles.
How exciting. What a day that I was finally able to reference it as an adult. Yeah. Okay, so here's the part of this whole Threads debacle that surprised me the most. So because this app is not that good, people tried to delete it, but were shocked to discover, and I quote right from Instagram's website, since Threads is powered by Instagram, in order to delete your Threads profile in data, you will have to delete your Instagram account. Again, that's straight from Instagram's website. Comma, kids. Meaning if you've had your Instagram since, I don't know, 2011, when did it even start? I don't know. It appears that you are now forced to keep your Threads account. So basically Threads is that crazy psycho girl from Threads is Swim Fan.
No one will ever love you like I
Threads be like, if I can't have you, no one will. Rofl, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, 1. It's kind of funny / ironic that people are complaining about Threads on Twitter. This girl, Emily Hughes, had an interesting tweet. She said, I deactivated my Threads account already, but it turns out you can't delete your Threads account without also deleting your Instagram account. So maybe just don't sign up. What kind of social media platform holds its viewers hostage? Has this ever happened before? I feel like the answer is no. So this is off subject kind of, but in my research for this video, I found out that this is actually not the first time that Meta has like tried to make a copycat app. So back in the day when they were still Facebook, they created this app called Hobby with an I, which is hilarious to me for some reason. And this app was an experiment in short form content that focused on like people doing DIY stuff, personal projects, hobbies, and other Pinterest-y stuff, you know? It was basically supposed to kind of be like Pinterest, and in the few months that the app existed, it only got 7,000 downloads. And I'm not trying to knock them for that or like make fun of them and be like, oh, you only got 7,000 downloads?
That's ridiculous.
Because after all, this was someone's idea, and I've had videos get like less than 50 views before, so it's not really about that. But isn't that weird, right? That a company as big as Meta/Facebook would create something that only got 7,000 downloads? What happened? Did they just not promote it? I have an article here that says it was a bare bones app where there was nothing to do but document your own projects. You couldn't browse and watch other projects that users had created. What? You couldn't browse? You couldn't imagine going to a store and not being able to browse.
Hi, welcome to Goobledorf's. Can I help you find anything today? Nah, I don't think, I'm just browsing. Thank you though. Did you say browsing? Yeah. Oh, yeah, see, we actually don't allow browsing here. What? Yeah, we've had problems in the past with browsers, so you actually just have to stand still and look at the clothes and just ask me to grab something for you. Oh. Okay, just, yeah, stand perfectly still and look at it, don't browse. Perfectly still, just like that. Yep, don't move a muscle.
So the last thing I want to talk about is just the weird, childish buffoonery that is the arguing between Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg over all of this. They got so mad at each other over this Twitter app, even though neither of them were the ones to create Twitter, that they were very seriously talking and considering physically fighting each other over it. Now, I do want to preface, these two have been making like passive-aggressive jabs at each other for a number of years, but it wasn't until Mark Zuckerberg created Threads that it got this childish. I think maybe Elon started it with his "Zuck is a cuck" tweet. I don't even know what a cuck is, but this is what happens. This is what happens when two big-egoed billionaires get mad at each other. So a few tweets were exchanged back and forth, and then someone told Elon that Zuck knows jujitsu, to which he responded, "I'm up for a cage match if he is, lol." Zuck responded, "Send me your location." Elon responded, "Vegas Octagon." And I don't know all the details from there on out, but basically it became a thing. Like they were actually gonna really fight each other. Two tech billionaires.
You started. Got to be the worst fight ever.
That both appear to be, I don't know, not that tough. So then people were like getting hyped about it. This fight seemed like it was actually going to happen. Somebody asked Elon when the fight was going to occur, and he said, "The exact date is still in flux. I'm getting an MRI of my neck and upper back tomorrow. May require surgery before the fight can happen." Oh, well, isn't that convenient? I'm just kidding. I'm sure he probably actually needs surgery, which is a bummer, and my heart goes out to him. Anyway, long story long, Zuck then tweeted out, or maybe X'd out, or threaded out, I don't know where he posted this, but he said, "Elon's not serious, he's full of excuses, apparently he needs surgery. I can't believe you'd miss a cage fight over back surgery. Hello, get a wheelchair."
Hello, get a wheelchair.
But you guys want to know my theory? My theory is that neither of them actually wanted to fight each other, and so Elon was like, surgery, and Zuck was like, he's not serious, and then they both went home and like bathed in their money and was like, that was close. Whoa, update guys. 28 minutes ago, Elon tweeted this. "I joked about X on fighting Zuck. Zuck said send me location. Italy graciously offered a coliseum. Zuck declined. I suggested his home as a safe space. Tragically, he was ahem traveling. Is there anywhere he will fight?" He then replied to his own tweet, "He's scared. He's like the kid who wants to fight in the playground, but when the time comes, he runs away." What a surprisingly simple description from someone with an IQ of 160. But that's not the point. My point is, will you guys grow up? Quit hitting each other. We don't hit. You know, guys, in my opinion, when all is said and done, Elon has absolutely no reason to be mad at Zuck because Threads was a flop, which is embarrassing enough and humbling enough and punishment enough, in my humble opinion. I said humble too many times. So that's it for me today, kids. What is your opinion on Threads? I guarantee there's going to be a bunch of new developments by the time I get this video up, just like knowing how long it takes me to create videos. Personally, I feel like the team behind Threads is smart enough to like make some improvements. I think it might pick back up a little bit, and you can totally say no, but I was thinking it might kind of be fun if we talked about it over on X, because I need followers over there. Apparently it is becoming, and I quote, the platform to best compensate creators. I lost all my viewers on there when I lost my original Twitter account, so please help. I promise I won't threaten to fight you. All right, friends, thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. TTYL. So one of the articles I read said that Facebook was claiming that this app was just an experiment and it was used to like gather data about what people liked or something, and I'm not buying it. No way. Why would you spend heck tons of money and resources to create an app that you knew wasn't going to do well just to gather data when you could just easily send out like a survey to your 3 billion Facebook users? Honestly though, it's actually kind of genius. Like the next time I create something that flops or doesn't do well, I'm just going to be like, it was an experiment. I was testing you guys and you flunked.